buffet lunch.
Right, Don?
The rapid growth of Ontario's aging population is a tsunami. The number of seniors aged 65 and over is projected to more than double from almost 2.1 million in 2013 to over 4.5 million by 2041. That's an increase from 15.2% of the population to over 25.5%. In other words, 1 in 4 will be a senior by 2041. Carefirst satellite service centers are located across the Greater Toronto Area to fill service gaps and to meet the needs of the different local communities. Carefirst, as part of the healthcare system, has taken a unique and proactive approach in addressing this increased pressure on both our social services and our healthcare systems. Carefirst's mission is to enrich the quality of life of our seniors and other individuals in our community, particularly those in special need of support services. Carefirst strives to promote and enhance personal wellness through its wide range of social, healthcare, and support services, planned and delivered on an holistic basis. Funded by the Ontario Ministry of Health and Long-Term Care, the Carefirst Family Health Team will provide you with optimal health services. Carefirst visiting home care services are delivered in clients' homes to assist with their daily activities, so that seniors can spend more days in their own homes for as long as possible, with quality of life and dignity. Carefirst Client Service Coordinators regularly assess your care needs while developing and continuously reviewing your customized care plan to help you reach your goals. Carefirst is pleased to offer a 30-bed, short-stay respite transitional care center on the 3rd floor of the Scarborough One-Stop Multi-Services Center. The Transitional Care Center was established to enhance and add bed capacity to the healthcare system, to help reduce emergency room visits, and to serve as an alternate level of care for patients, as well as to ease a patient's transition back to their home upon discharge from hospital. Our Transitional Care Center relieves caregivers and family members and helps avoid burnout from the burden of patient care. Carefirst provides a safe, supportive, and enjoyable environment for older adults and for adults who are experiencing social isolation or functional limitations. Carefirst strives to enable seniors to achieve and maintain their maximum level of function in order to live an independent, enriched life in the community. Because of its futuristic vision, Carefirst has decided to be part of the solution to improve our healthcare system, working hard over the last 10 years to build an innovative Carefirst one-stop multi-services center. The design is based on the concept of integrated care. Our one-stop center combines the provisions of primary health care with the full continuum of community support services and wellness promotion, all together under one roof, providing easy access to seamlessly integrated care services for our seniors and people in need.
In Canada, 9 out of 10 seniors are living in the community instead of in long-term care facilities.
Carefirst offers individuals eligible for long-term care the options of continuing to live in the community by delivering services at their homes and at a center under one roof.
Carefirst One-Stop Multi-Services Center is in service. This integrated center is going to bring together family doctors, community care providers, and a whole bunch of services together in one single place. The concept of Carefirst One-Stop Multi-Services Center is really where I think the future of health, social, and community services needs to go. It's impressive to see that ever since Carefirst was first founded, has been working towards this direction to serve seniors, their families, and caregivers, as well as to really build an example and a foundation of how our healthcare can support people to stay healthy and well for as long as possible.
Making it a wonderland for seniors.
Carefirst. There is no place like home.
Also celebrating our 40th anniversary. The second organization is Carefirst Family Health Team, and I have to introduce Dr. George Wu, is the new board chair of our Carefirst Family Health Team. Carefirst Seniors new board chair, our president, is Dr. Paul Tam. At Carefirst Foundation, our third organization is Mr. Ian Paul. So to introduce my...
I started associated with Carefirst at the turn of this century and doing a program with Helen. And I don't know whether it was my good luck, like because of the members, you have to submit your picture before we recruit you. I got sucked into working here. But it's fascinating. It's been fascinating. It's been a fascinating journey. For 16 years, from the very start, she hooked me onto this integrated care model. And she said, Paul, the first thing we need to do is to form a family health team. So we did form a family health team. And for 10 years, I was the board chair for family health team. And I must say, it must be one of the finest family health team in the whole country. Not because of me. I can tell you that. And because of all the hardworking staff and the vision of everything. But why do we want a family health team? Because this is part and parcel of a very important link in forming what we call integrated care. So we studied the models, and I went very early with Helen to San Francisco. Good excuse. I got a daughter and I got a girlfriend there at the time. And we studied this so-called on-off model, and now go on to call PACE model. Now, the States and us are very different, thank God. So, but we take some of the good features and what we think we need. We look at all the important elements to be able to form a good integrated care. We have most, except I think today we're striving to attain the last piece, which is mental health. And this is not just our problem. You all hear the news and look at the paper. Mental health is a huge issue in the whole province and in the whole country. But we are trying to get it, and I'm sure we'll get it soon. And with that thing in mind, this place, like Rome, was not built in a day. It was built over all those years of effort, and we're putting the place together. We start to get people, good-looking people like Ian, to run the foundation, to start to give us money. We go to our old friends, old donors, like some of them you see here today, to be able to put the first leg together. And then we go and petition the politicians. Okay. Now you notice we don't invite too many of them here today because they haven't had their chance. Here today, in a way, is a celebration of like getting the family together. Helen called this an harvest. A harvest is like the Thanksgiving in Western world, and we Chinese call it 走冬, and it's an important time to get all the family together. And you are part of the whole family of the Carefirst service. I always say, why do we want to build this building? People say, well, we are not Yi Hong, we are not Mong Shang, we are not doing nursing home business. We are doing this because, I always said, this is a means to an end. This is a means so that we can go out there and service our community better. You need a base. You need a base for them to come back on. You need a base for us to get out on. You need a base to train people. And that's why we are building this. And once this is built, people recognize the value. And the value is manifested in the way that we got recognized. We got three awards this last year. I have not a lot to do with it, to be honest with you. I just now today at the right place at the right time. You know, all the past president, past board members, I've seen quite a few succession of the boards, and those people, those individuals have put in efforts, they have put in money, they put in a lot of invaluable advice to get to where we are today. And we went out there and get our advice. People like Professor Paul Williams, Dr. Singer, James when he was in the Lynn, and everybody. And now I'm glad to see that they are part of us. And for us to be able to recognize, we have 3 awards. One is the design of the building. Now, a design to build a building is not useful unless you have achieve its proper function. And that's the concept we are sitting there and design with the architect. And we are recognized international. This is an international award to the design of the building. You look around, you are not in any institution. There are windows everywhere, there are courtyards. I'm sorry that we did this in the winter, but there was a nice courtyard that when we have our first opening early on in the summer, that we are able to use the courtyard. Upstairs, the courtyard for the individuals. And then as a concept, we got recognized by the province, and we got this for the provincial medal that some of you has a hand in nominating us. And third, but not the last, is Helen. Helen got a Ontario Community Support Association. That's from Debbie. Debbie, the fact that I know you from years ago hasn't had anything to do with it, right? No. Sorry, it's not my good look. So Helen is recognized by the Ontario Home Care Services Association as an outstanding individual to try to put all this thing together. So, and last, of course not the least, I want to thank every one of you in the room. When we go out there and try to solicit support from funding agencies, you guys gave us unlimited support, and you write us letters, you write us references, you spread the good word. Without that, we won't be here today. Once again, thank you very much. This is a celebration for all of us. Thank you.
Thanks to everybody. Such an honor to be here today with Brad, representing our firm, Montgomery Sison. I have to say, from our past experience, good architecture, good buildings comes from wonderful clients, from visionary clients. And I think Helen leading the team of all your stakeholders, board members are truly visionary. And that's the reason that Helen and I nudged her. I said, can we go to this conference in London, England for this European Design Health Conference, because your message of the integrated model is such a compelling message that the whole world needs to hear about. We can't quite go to every country yet, but certainly in London, all of the European countries, the North American delegates all heard this message loud and clearly. So I think our collective award was not only given to the building itself, but the fact that the building is very much aligned in our design philosophy with your philosophy of integration, of treating every individual as a whole person in a holistic manner. So we try, when we approach the building design, very much thinking about the person in terms of mind, body, and soul. And I think that's your philosophy completely from top down, just in terms of the physical environment, from the 4th floor down to the ground floor, even into the basement. All 3 aspects of every individual's well-being is pay attention to, is captured to ensure everyone's long life and wellness is very much built into the integrated model as well as the physical facility. I think that was the recognition of our submission and entering this design competition or design award. And I have to thank everybody here to allow us the opportunity to deliver what we hope we have. So I hope everybody enjoys the building 50 years from now, 100 years from now when I'm gone, but long lives the building.
Thank you so much, Alice. First, to have this integrated care. Professor.
Well, I have to say, it's just delightful to be here today. I'm inspired. This is a marvelous success, and we're so proud of everything that I'm so proud to be joining the Carefirst family. It really is inspiring. So I'm a professor of health policy at the Institute for Health Policy Management and Evaluation at the University of Toronto, and my work is on how you care for aging populations across the industrialized world, and with particular emphasis on maintaining people and their caregivers and their families closer to home. That's really important. So one of the other things I do is I chair the CRNCC, the Canadian Research Network for Care in the Community, with Professor Janet Lum, who's the Associate Dean of Research at Ryerson University. And our job is to find the best ideas, the best evidence, and to bring it to audiences so that they can take it and do something with it. We have events 2-3 times a year. We bring in top international speakers, and at every event over the past decade, Helen and her team have been sitting in the front row. So not just to listen, but to pick the best ideas, the best energy, the best examples, and to take them back to Carefirst to achieve what you've achieved here today, which is absolutely marvelous. Not simply in serving people, which is very important, and strengthening your communities, but as you just said, to inspire others. I have a group of senior health providers in from Anhui province in China this week. I'm talking to them about Carefirst as something they could do. So you inspire not just the communities that you serve, but others as well. So I just want to quit soon, but to say this is a marvelous achievement. I'm so proud to be able to contribute in some small way to this. And again, not simply serving people, but inspiring many others now around the world that this can be done. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you very much. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the staff team. Edith, come on. Edith, the youngest program director, Carefirst, 30 years with Carefirst. Following, I would like to invite Alice Mui, 7 years with Carefirst, doing all the heavy lifting. Nancy Lung, Nancy Lung. To help yourself with the buffet lunch.
Yes. Cut it. We're ready. Just cut it. Yeah. No one's cutting. Cut it. Yeah.